the beginning of the new trading week, the euro and the pound sterling have continued gaining in value. Now, investors are waiting for the FOMC meeting results, which are slated for release on Wednesday, and the ECB's meeting minutes, which will be published on Thursday. The documents are likely to clear up the current situation and provide hints about further changes in the monetary policy. At the moment, traders are learning statistical data from the Eurozone. The US is celebrating Independence Day today. Last week, the Eurozone reported on its manufacturing PMI, and the data exceeded the preliminary estimates. What's more, figures on services and composite PMI were also well above the forecast. Thus, the business activity in the services sector advanced to 58.3 points instead of 58.0 points. Composite PMI rose to 59.5 from 57.1, whereas economists had expected a small increase to 59.2 points. Against this background, the euro continued climbing. Meanwhile, the UK PMI data surprised market participants. The fact is that the final manufacturing PMI figures were below the preliminary estimates. However, the services PMI declined just to 62.4 points against the forecast of a drop to 61.7. As a result, the composite PMI shrank to 62.2, whereas analysts had predicted a decrease to 61.7 points. Although all the indexes slid, the slowdown was not as significant as expected. As a result, traders had to change their approach, which led to a rise in the pound sterling. However, the market is likely to enter a sideways channel soon as there will be no other macroeconomic reports today. During the previous week, the euro-dollar pair was falling. Today, it managed to rebound. The level of 1.1800 acted as support. Analyzing the chart, we see that a downward correction is still in force. However, the pair stagnated near the level of 1.1850. In this case, the pair is likely to hover between the levels of 1.1840 and 1.1885. A trading strategy is based on the break of either limit. At the same time, the pound-dollar pair has entered an upward correction. As a result, on Friday, the pound sterling recovered approximately 0.7% of its losses. On the trading chart, we can see an increase. However, a decline is still possible. The level of 1.3865 or 1.39 may act as resistance. Touching these levels, the pair may resume falling. That's all for now. We wish you profitable deals and waiting for you on our channel with a new video in a couple of hours. See you!